Alright, it's day 66 of 100 days of making a webcomic. Today was an interesting one. For two reasons. We'll get to one very shortly. But this was the painting of a sort of another, what do I even call this? I guess a matchup page or whatever, almost like my victory pages, but this is just the start of another fight in the tournament. So these are much more nothing more than just like portrait pages or portrait pictures in the page. I don't know, but fighting hiccups. I don't know why I have these now while recording. In any event, a rare time where I actually record the line art. And of course I would record the line art. Well, we'll get to it. But so I'm doing the line art, skipping ahead really fast, sort of blindingly going through a lot right now. You'll see why in a second. So I'm drawing. His face is off center. I go to correct his face just to clean up some of my line work when I was drawing the picture initially. So I'm fixing the scan and moving along here, merging the layers, getting everything together, set to multiply, going back, renaming the layer, getting ready to go back in my line art. And after I finish naming, this happens. Closes. All the setup work that I did, gone that fast. Didn't save a single thing. Lesson to be learned there, people. It's either I have a habit of saving every 5 seconds or I don't save at all. So that happened. So skipping back ahead, I go back in and I do this a second time. Luckily that happened at the beginning of the picture. If it would have happened later on, the page might have gotten done. I don't know if I would have had a recording done. I'll be dead honest with you. I would have been furious, and I'm not sure the type of mood I would have been in to continue with this video, or at least at the bare minimum speed paint would have gone up because I wouldn't have felt like talking. I'd rather do that than give y'all an angry video, but it didn't happen again. We're pretty much straight from this point. Thank God. So I had to sort of position Raekwon's face again. Go ahead, get his line art in. His hair, get the body in. I've told y'all guys before, guys and gals, this line art recording process, there's nothing really here. I mean, you guys can clearly see I'm just going over my scans with black lines. Though I will say this, I did get in, as you can see here, I got the sort of the things around his neck or whatever that is for Raekwon. I almost want to just call them dog tags, even though I know that's not what they are. Moving on, getting to Jupiter. Sort of had to adjust some things in his line. I don't know what I was doing. Yes, I do. I noticed something today, and maybe I could show an example if I was actually. So when I scan, by the way, a bit of a comic book Bible of mine, Making Comics by Scott McCloud. I actually use this a lot, but I need to give it another once over, to be quite honest, because I've never completely finished the book yet. There's a lot in it, but in any event, when I'm drawing my pages, I tend to, for whatever reason, draw like this. instead of actually sitting the book down and drawing on top of the book, in most cases I'll have these random pages where I'll draw them at this angle, and I did that with this one, and as a result, both Jupiter and Raekwon are sort of squished in a weird way, so I had to adjust them before even starting to work. So I had to fix the scan, as you saw me sort of do with Raekwon the first time before it froze. I had to adjust his face properly. Very weird. I don't know why I keep doing that. And the image looks correct when I look at it like this, and just looking straight on at it and looking at the scan, it's like, no. So I gotta remember to stop doing that, or at least to have the page, just change the angle at which it's going. So skip it along here. Now I've gone from hiccups to yawning all over the place. This is fantastic. Skip it along, skip it along. Alright, at the line art in. Okay, so now I'm blocking the colors in for Raekwon. I had to remember to change that color in the bottom of the elbow. Sorry. Jesus Christ out. I had to remember to change the bottom of the elbow, just because that's where the fire design usually shows up going up the sleeve. So that needed to be changed. I'm glad I caught that. Of course, doing the fire or the flame design on Raekwon and getting that in. Come back to that later. I'm blocking Jupiter's color in. And I like coloring Raekwon, so I sort of saved him for last. Just went ahead and worked on Jupiter first here. So I did shading on the face, did the ears, and now I think I got the glasses or the visor and the neck. Oh, I might have got the head and the neck, yeah. Shade the head in, work on the neck. Clean that up some. And shaded the pad on his vest, almost the energy pad that he has. Though, I needed to use it, yeah, I changed the color because it was way too light at first. So I darkened that in with a darker shade of green. And finish shading his arms. Come on now. The videos in. And just use a nice white to shade his arms in. And that was that. And on to Raekwon. As usual, I have to go back in with Raekwon too and get the fire design in pieces, just because it's over my or in with my line art. Because I use my line art to create a separate layer for Flash, just so it's easy to select things without going back and forth in the line art layer. I don't know why I keep shading the exact same piece over and over again. Didn't notice myself doing that when I was working on it. I erased it a third time and went back. Okay. Alright, got his wrist in. And doing the shade of his top. And I worked on this shading his face. Had to make sure for this particular picture I shaded him. Well, I drew his face almost looking up at it. and because of the simplistic design of the characters in general, and that I'm lazy, I didn't go too crazy. I could maybe did slightly more to show a upward, almost camera shot, for lack of a better term, but I feel like it message gets through. And I just needed sort of a still pose for Raekwon anyways. Oh, a cool one. To finish shading this and then get the background in. I had to make sure I chose 2 colors that were good for the page as well. So I picked out the one that I used previously for Raekwon. For Jupiter, I actually didn't do this for his last fight because there was no formal introduction for the fight, so I never even painted one of these for Jupiter before. So I colored Raekwon's in, for the dark black shadows, and then did a few white highlights. I'll do that on Jupiter's panel, and then I already had my text done for the page. It's essentially almost word for word the same thing it is on the other pages like this, because like I say, it's the fight introduction, with the exception of a few phrases that I added into this particular page, but other than that, it's the same as it always is, and the same versus logo. So after I do the little glowing details on Jupiter's arms, there's that. And that's the page. So today was very simple. Like I said, it was that hiccup at the beginning with the saving issue with Photoshop crashing. But in any event, that was the only problem I ran into today. And we got it squared away, we got it fixed, so it's not a big deal anymore. Yeah, in any event, let me know what you think. Like and subscribe, all that good stuff. And you all have a good one. And I'm out.